March 2nd, 2023. Giza Plateau, Egypt. Researchers examined new measurements from inside Khufu's Great Pyramid. The scans revealed a corridor hidden behind the enormous limestone chevron on the pyramid's north face. The discovery did not come from breaking through the ancient stone. No wall was removed. No chamber was opened. Instead, researchers used particles arriving from space. The Great Pyramid was built for Pharaoh Khufu more than 4,500 years ago. Its massive limestone body contains chambers, passageways, and structures whose original purposes are still debated. For centuries, explorers could only investigate the spaces they could physically reach. Then, particle physics changed the problem. Cosmic rays constantly strike Earth's atmosphere. These collisions create tiny particles called muons. Muons can travel through hundreds of meters of stone before being absorbed. Their paths change according to the amount of material they cross. Scientists realized that this could turn the pyramid itself into a detector. In 2016, the ScanPyramids project placed nuclear emulsion films inside the pyramid. The detectors recorded the paths of muons passing through the structure. When more muons appeared from one direction than expected, it indicated that less stone was blocking their paths. Behind the chevron on the north face, the measurements showed exactly that. Something was there. At first, the structure was detected as an elongated void at least 5 meters long. More measurements followed. Between 2016 and 2019, researchers installed additional detectors at several positions inside existing corridors. The goal was not simply to prove that an empty space existed. The researchers wanted to determine its position, dimensions, and orientation without damaging the pyramid. The later measurements produced a much clearer picture. The hidden structure was approximately 9 meters long. Its cross-section was about 2 meters by 2 meters. Its northern end began less than a meter behind the chevron and extended southward into the pyramid. The evidence favored a roughly horizontal corridor. That detail matters because the chevron itself is unusual. The massive limestone beams form a gabled structure above the original northern entrance. Its purpose has long been debated. It may have helped protect an internal passage from the enormous weight above it, but the exact architectural reasoning remains uncertain. The newly characterized corridor sits directly behind this feature. That raised another question. Why would the builders create an enclosed corridor in this location? There is no confirmed answer. The researchers did not find a hidden burial chamber inside it. They did not identify a treasure room. They did not discover an inscription explaining its purpose. The corridor is a physical structure, but its function remains unknown. That distinction is important because the Great Pyramid contains another mysterious space. In 2017, the same general research effort revealed a much larger void above the Grand Gallery. That structure, known as the ScanPyramids Big Void, has a minimum length of about 30 meters. The hidden north face corridor is different. Researchers found no evidence that it directly connects to the Big Void. The measurements suggested that the two spaces are separate, although a much smaller connection could not be completely ruled out. So the pyramid now contains multiple invisible spaces detected without opening them. The technology behind the discoveries is almost as remarkable as the discoveries themselves. A detector placed inside an ancient corridor can record particles that began their journey high in Earth's atmosphere. Those particles pass through thousands of tons of limestone. Scientists then reconstruct their paths and use the differences in muon density to map spaces that human eyes cannot see. In other words, the pyramid was scanned from the inside without being dismantled. Yet the central mystery remains. The corridor was deliberately built. Its dimensions are too organized to describe it simply as a random gap in the stone. Its position behind the chevron connects it to one of the pyramid's most unusual architectural features. But archaeology has not yet established why it exists. Future exploration may reveal whether the corridor leads toward another structure, protects something deeper inside the pyramid, or served a completely different construction purpose. For now, the evidence stops at the stone. Researchers know where the corridor is. They know its approximate dimensions. They know its orientation. They know it was detected independently through detailed Muon measurements. What they do not know is why the builders placed it there. More than 4 millennia after Khufu's pyramid was completed, one sealed corridor still has no confirmed purpose. The missing answer remains behind the chevron.